So I'm trying to do this a little bit better quality. I'm using my screen capture. I got a big boom mic here. Hopefully it sounds better. I shouldn't have any reverberation or echo. Believe me, it was fun doing the whole Ricola thing. That was awesome. So what we're looking at here is the BIOS. And like I said, this is Blackmagic. Running through a little thing. I'm a little scattered brain on this thing right now. I got a billion different ideas going through my head and I want to try to get them done, but between job A and job B and YouTube, then of course family comes first. So I'm trying to do an actual video on this. Bear with me. Please sit back and enjoy while I ramble on about my own experiences here. And if you hear a slap, it's me trying to kill a fly. So, we're just running through the BIOS here real quick. What's interesting is the Cyrex has a few extra options to pick from in this because it's got the Cyrex chip. So, you got the one up there at the top, the Cyrex lesser bit. And I think there's another one down here. Yes, the linear bus for the 586. And I do have all that set up for this to give it a little bit better performance. So, we're not going to save changes. We're going to exit and bring up the boot. Interesting, it's not showing the entire screen on my screen capture. Hopefully it comes out clear. Now, the one thing I did do is I had the Vibra 16 card in there. I hated it. Horrible distortion. Was not compatible with the games that I want to play on here. So I went through two of those, one with an actual OPL on it. Still hated it. Then I went ahead and put in the AW64. It improved. Still was not happy. So then I happen to remember I had another AW32 card and I had added 8 megabytes of RAM to it. And that turned out beautiful. Perfect. Perfect match for this system. In fact, it's the same card I have in my little gateway that's got that Evergreen chip in it. So, on to the benchmarks. I'm just going to load up DOS shell. Just because it's easier for me to use the menu system. So let's go ahead and we'll do the first one, 3D bench for the slower systems. Run through this and kind of see where we are. Okay, my favorite number. I'll take it. I ain't complaining. Number of the Beast, right? Good song too. So we got that. Well, let's see how we compare with number 2. Struggling a little, but that's to be expected. It's for the faster systems. Not much of a difference, to be honest. I wouldn't blink an eyeball at it. Not for what I'm using the system for. Chris's 3D benchmark. I get some hiccups in there here and there, but let's do the number 5 PC player benchmark. demanding, as you can tell from this. So player bench of 17.1. Alright, well let's see what the other one will give us at 640 by 480. Got a little slideshow going on here. .9. That's pretty sad. So, we know where we are right there. Now, a lot of it is going to be due to the graphics card in there. I could have thrown in a VLB, but it still isn't going to make much of a difference, if any. It might actually slow down. So this one, if you remember right, we're running a PCI video card in it. I can't remember off the top of my head what it was. Like I said, there's so many different things going through my head. You know what? Let's go ahead and do the Quake time demo. We'll go with the only one that we could possibly get a good score on. This one's going to take a little bit of time to load up. So if you want to skip through it, you're more than welcome to. That's still somewhat playable. That time of the year when I start getting sinus drainage. You wouldn't think it would happen in the fall, but believe it or not, that's actually one of the worst times to get sinus issues. So, 12.1. Considering I don't have the cache stick inside for the added cache. I was hoping to find another one that I could bump. I think I do. Yes, I do have another one, but that's in another system for another day. Maybe later on we'll add it into this, see what happens. See what happens. If you quit now, I'll throw a blanket party and for you next time. Well, sure Uncle Mike remembers those. Yeah. Calm down. I don't need any lip from you, Blackmagic. So let's do. It's hard seeing this screen. Yes. So we actually got a little bit more speed out of that 100 megahertz. It's running at 101, so that's not too bad. Clock multiplier of 3. Bus clock of 33.6. No CPU ID there. I'm sure I could overclock it a little bit and see what else we can squeeze out of it. That'll be a video for another day later on. Probably come winter time when there's nothing else for me to do. Oh, sure. We'll do the Doom. We're gonna do the minimum, well. Doom, refresh demon. Ooh. Oh, that's like viewing through a shield. Decent. 2,134 game ticks and 772 real ticks. Alright, now I gotta solve my curiosity about Max. Alright, refresh the demon. A little sluggish, that's for sure. How many people remember all the news stories about the kids playing Doom back in the day? I still remember the Mortal Kombat issues they had back in the 80s. Well, it's still somewhat playable on max settings. So, yeah. 2,134 game ticks once again, and 2,111 real ticks. So, obviously, for some people who may not know, the lower the real ticks, the better the performance. Alright, so, I won't be able to talk while I'm showing the audio quality of the AW32, and if I actually hit the right button to exit this, it'll be okay. So I'm going to load up Jill, then I'm going to switch it over to the sound card, or through the pass-through onto the recording end, and we'll see how that goes. Just bear with me for a minute. And we're just going to run through the demo of probably Jill Saves the Prince. I think it shows, or has a little bit better demonstration of the audio. There are going to be some glitches here and there on it. I think this was one of second to the last version of Jill of the Jungle that came out. The last version that was released actually had fixed some of their compatibility issues with the sound cards. So, something for you guys to kind of look for. So we're going to go ahead and switch it over to the pass-through through the video capture and let you listen to it.
Yeah.